They are collapsing the banks purposely. The author of The Creature of Jekyll Island says so. We're going to listen to that. Then I'm going to share with you what is actually happening from a macroeconomic view. So first, we're going to listen to a short clip from ITM with the author of Creature of Jekyll Island. And if you've not read The Creature of Jekyll Island, I highly recommend you read it. Remember, since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, your dollar has collapsed. And we are in one of the biggest transitions in our financial system in history, and the unsuspecting middle class is going to get rocked. So let's listen to this short clip where he believes that they're purposely collapsing the banking system. And I'll share with you my knowledge based on macro and microeconomics. And lastly, what I'm doing.
The gain came to the cartel members, which is a partnership between government and banks. So the gain came to the government and to the Federal Reserve System, which is the cartel of the banks. So that's it. So now, why would they be doing crashing the banking system? And we can see that's actually happening. So now we come to the question, when is it going to collapse? Well, it's collapsing right now, if it hasn't already, and the banks are leading it. They want it to collapse. Now, isn't that an interesting, funny thing for me to say? Why would the banks want their banking system to collapse? And the answer is very simple, because they have something better in mind, at least better for them. And that won't involve the old traditional use of money at all. Money will disappear as we have known it. They have this thing called the central bank digital currencies, which is something they will control. It won't be your money or mine, it's their money. We'll be allowed to use it if we obey their dictates, and they'll have complete control over us. This is why they're crashing the banking system now, because they want the dollar to collapse so that people will be desperate, and they'll be looking to the same people that caused the problem to create a solution to the problem.
I've been telling you guys, problem, reaction, solution. He just said it. It's called Hegelian dialect. Whoever creates a problem, creates a reaction in the people, is the same person that comes up with the solution. Now that's one man's opinion, a powerful man who wrote the book Creature of Jekyll Island, which explains to you what the Federal Reserve actually is. And I'll break down for you exactly what's happening from microeconomics. Now, if you didn't see the Putin and Tucker Carlson interview, he's like, what is America doing, dude? You're literally destroying the American dollar. And it seems like almost it's on purpose. We're sending all this money over to other countries, but we send $700 to Hawaii. And you have to understand at a deep level. Since BRICS was created, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa in 2009, their whole goal has been to de-dollarize, and it's happening right now. October 19, 2023, Yahoo reported that China sells most of its U.S. assets in 4 years, dumping $21 billion of U.S. stocks and treasury bonds. Yahoo also reported on December 21st, 2023, China and Russia have almost completely abandoned the U.S. dollar in bilateral trade as the push to de-dollarize intensifies. Now don't forget, in 2023, 5 more nations joined BRICS, which made them more powerful than America's GDP, gross domestic product. October 6, 2023, 17.4, is that billion? Billion in U.S. treasuries dumped by BRICS nations, China, Brazil, India, Saudi Arabia in 1 month. And if you haven't seen this part of the interview, Putin's like, what's America doing? Like, what are you doing? You're weaponizing the dollar. And I shared with you guys the macroeconomics. When Russia invaded Ukraine, Biden immediately tried to take them off the SWIFT system and put a bunch of sanctions on them. And all that did was push them to work with China. So Russia is cooperating with China. They're doing cross-border trades. 80% of the trade was in US dollars, and Russia has gone all the way down to, I think, don't quote me on this, I think 30%. China went from 13% to 30% of trade with Russia and China. Is the dollar going to collapse tomorrow? Nope. Is it going to collapse in 2025? Nope. I've been telling you guys, this is a slow, methodical, planned out transition in a financial system from analog money, old industrial money, to digital money. And that's why they push so hard on cryptocurrency, to make you think that it's rat poisoning, that it's a pet rock, that it's used for money laundering, when it's the complete opposite. Why would you money launder on something you can track? They just didn't want Main Street involved. So here's what I did, and here's what I'm doing. I got involved in a speculative asset called crypto, not financial, very key, speculative. You can get absolutely wrecked in crypto. I did the opposite of the 99%. As it went up in 2021 to 2022, I pulled profits. I should have pulled a lot more profits. I got greedy and I got rocked in 2022. It came collapsing down 85%, but I did pull profits, which changed my life. For me, I use tax code 7702A, which 401k is a tax code, F the 401k. Worst investment ever in my opinion. But ironically, the tax code 7702A was created the same year the Federal Reserve was created. Isn't that interesting? It's a tax code where you can put money into an insurance policy and insure your wealth, guarantee your principal, and you can borrow against it tax-free at the back end of your life. Isn't that interesting? What happens with the 401k? You get taxed on the back end of your life. And where do you think taxes are going to be when you retire with our economy right now? So basically what I do is this year in 2024 to 2025, when this shit goes straight up after the Bitcoin halving, they lower interest rates and the economy goes into a frenzy and these assets go through the roof, I'll be pulling profits and max funding my life insurance policies. From there, I'll be buying more precious metals. I'll be buying more real estate. I'll be going deeper and investing more in companies to create cash flow. I did this from 2020 to 2023, and now in 2024, I'm going into a whole new paradigm in 2025 for my family. You just have to understand how money flows through the system. You're not going to stop this transition. You're not. And you're fighting an invisible enemy. The things you're protesting about were created for you to protest about, to lose focus, to make you lose focus and be stuck in the Coliseum so you don't see what's going on. So that was just his opinion. It's just my opinion, not financial advice. You should never take financial advice from somebody on a social media platform. What you should do is take sovereignty of your own education, your own wealth, and make sure that you do your own research. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Remember, I will never proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. That is not me reaching out to you on social media. I do not invest people's money. I have free resources in my bio, free. You can set up a free consultation with my licensed insurance team to learn about tax code 7702A, or you can download my absolutely free book that shares with you exactly how I have my blueprint set up. It's absolutely free. No hoops to jump through. Love you guys.